Hello, students. Now we are going to learn how to write a book review because you are going to write a book review. What book are you going to review? You are going to review your novel when you read during our SSR time. Now, let's see first about writing a book review. First, when you write a book review, remember that a book review is a form of persuasive writing. And in persuasive writing, the writer, you, tries to convince readers to agree with his or her opinion. So, you are going to try to convince readers to agree with your opinion. Opinion about what? Opinion about the book that you read. So, in writing a book review, you give your opinion whether the particular book that you read is worth reading or not. And then you need to support your opinion with reasons and examples. So you cannot just say, I don't like the book or I like the book, and then that's it. So you need to explain, you need to tell your reason why you like the book, you dislike the book, you promote the book or not. So, to write a review of a book that you like very much or even a book that you don't like, you need to begin by stating your opinion. After your opinion, you give your reason or support your opinion by giving examples. And then present your reasons and examples in a logical order. Include both simple and compound sentences in your review because in this unit we learn simple sentence and compound sentence and the agreement in making the sentences. Let's see an examples of a book review. Here, you are going to see a student named Daniel created this graphic organizer. For example, about the text that we have read and discussed, Run Away Home. So, after you read the text, Run Away Home, your opinion, for example, or this is Daniel's opinion, she said, I would recommend Run Away Home. And then we see three reasons why Daniel recommend everyone to read Runaway Home. For example, she said, because it is full of suspense, I didn't know whether Sky would live or die. So there's one reason why Daniel said that she recommends this text for everyone to read. And then her second reason is I identified with the main characters. I would choose someone like Sarah for a friend. So Daniel likes Sarah's character in this text, and she chose to be someone like Sarah for a friend. I hope that you still remember why you think Daniel would choose to become like Sarah. It must be because Sarah wants to help Sky. And then the third reason for Daniel is because it was about people who care for others. Each of the crossmen helped to protect Sky. So Daniel learned a lot about caring for others, and that's why she recommends the text for everyone to read so that everyone could also learn how to care for others. Now we are going to see the example of this graphic organizer in a complete writing of the book review, and this could be your model for your book review. Let's take a look at his writing. So here is Daniel's book review. Notice that she gives reasons for her recommendation and she supports her opinion with examples. Runaway Homes, a review by Daniel Christian. Let's see. Runaway Home is the most exciting book I've read in a long time, and I think that many students would feel the same way. Look in this first part. So she gives her opinion already that Runaway Home is the most exciting book she has ever read. And then let's continue. It is the story of a runaway Apache boy who is helped by an African American farm family in Alabama in 1888. So she tells a bit about the story of Runaway Home. I like the book. Now she begins to give her opinion. I like the book. Okay, let's see the reason. I like the book because it is full of suspense. When the crossman finds Sky dying of swamp fever, I didn't know whether he would live or die. So that's the suspense that she mentioned in her graphic organizer. I had to keep reading until I find out. I also like the book because I identify with the main characters. So this is the second reason why she liked the book or the story of Runaway Home. And most of all with Sarah. So Sarah is the character that she likes very much from the text. She is brave, kind, and rebellious. I would choose someone like Sarah for my friend. In addition, I enjoyed the book because it is about people who care for others. So that is her third reason for recommending this book or this text, Runaway Home. Let's continue again. Each of the crossmen help to protect Sky. I recommend Runaway Home to anyone. So her recommendation is to anyone. So anyone could read and should read the text. I recommend Runaway Home to anyone who likes suspense, real life characters, or stories about helping others. So, three recommendations here because suspense, readers will find suspense, readers will find real life characters. It means that the characters in the text could be real in the real life. We could find someone like Sarah, we could find someone like Sky, we could find someone like Papa, Mama, and also Mr. Ratton in our real life. That's why it's called real life characters. And also stories about helping others. So that is the examples of the writing. So you are going to write a book review like this Daniel's review about Runaway Home. So you are going to write your own review about the novel that you finished reading. And let's see some. Let's see one more example. It's from the novel *The Giver*. This is the novel that I have ever read, and I have finished reading. The story is very interesting. Okay, you can see and you can read here, for example, little details about the novel, what the novel is about. The Giver is a morally driven and interesting story about a young boy called Jonas who lives in a society free of crime and sadness. So you can continue reading the brief details about the novels. And then you can see there's another reason that this book was easily read in a couple of hours because of its simple but gripping storyline and its interesting characters, and so you can read the review. And then I would recommend this book. Okay, this is the final recommendation. I would recommend this book to anyone who loves dystopian worlds, and well, as people like a book to let them think for themselves. So that is the recommendation. But in this review, doesn't say who should read, just general recommendation uh, to anyone. Okay, general recommendation to anyone. So it could be for school boy, it could be called college boy, or it could be for anyone, public. All right, and you can see the full review if you go to this Canva file and then click the link here. Read the full review here, so you can click for the complete review. All right, so you have seen an example from Daniel, and you have seen an example from someone who wrote a review about The Giver. All right, so be ready with your own novel. Make sure that you have finished reading so that you can give a complete review. Remember, in your review, you can see Daniel's pattern how to write a book review. You can see Daniel's graphic organizer to make the book review. And then first you do the graphic organizer in your workbook, and then after that you start to write the complete review. Okay, so that's all about writing a book review. And then I hope that you can make your own book review, and it is also recommended you can read another book review in many other resources. Okay, that's all for our lesson about writing a book review.